Welcome to the Col Collective, Hautacam. Looks like a pretty decent day, mid-June. Haven't done this climb a couple of times, got a little insight. I know we've got some real treats in store, so we want to bring you the essence of the climb so that you can enjoy it for yourself. If you're doing the Hautacam from Argel-Gazost, then it actually says that it's about 17k the climb, but as soon as you turn off the D913 onto the 100, you pick up signs. The first one you see is actually saying 13k to the top, so it's a little bit shorter than you might actually think. And we've just hit the 12k to the summit, so we're only about a kilometre in, and this is where you've got a bit of water. If you've done the Tourmalet, or if you're coming from Tourmalet Gorge de Luz direction, then make sure that you don't miss the right-hand turn, which gets you from the 913 onto the D100 to actually pick up the Hautacam. I've done it before. I've just sort of blasted down past the turn, completely missed it, and ended up in Argel-Gazost. So another sort of, just keep your eyes open, keep your wits about you, and you should find it pretty easy. So the thing with the climb up to Hautacam, straight from the very beginning, it's got a bit of a sting. As soon as you turn onto the D100, it ramps up to about 9%, holds itself there, and then after a kilometre, sort of dips down just a touch and sets you up for a nice section back there. It's only short, but it's enough to sort of push you into the red. That's 11%. It's not a constant gradient. Certainly for the first 2 or 3 kilometres, it's sort of stair steps its way up. A little bit of respite at the moment. Just catch our breath. Just watch out for the very bottom part, a little steep pitch which can catch you out. So now 6 kilometres to go. We've got another K at 10% average gradient. So far, you really don't feel that, I mean personally, I don't feel like I'm in control on Hautacam. I feel that it's controlling me more. So I'm climbing, it's steeper pitches, 8, 9, 10%, and then it drops down, gives you a little bit of time to recover, sort of puts you into that full sense of security really. Then it ramps back up again, so it's continually undulating. Makes it a really tricky climb to predict. Very hard to try and get your head around it and get into a rhythm. You go past the sign indicating 3k to go. It's got an average of 9%, but it pitches up to 12, and it holds at 12 all the way up, and then you have that slight ease off there, and it pitches up again, which is what we're on now, 11%, and it goes all the way around this relatively sharp left-hand bend up over a cattle grid, still 12%. So it's really the part where you've got to dig deep. You're out in the open, so there's no shelter. We've got a bit of a headwind down there, so it all adds to the excitement. You round this left-hander. It's gradually starting to ease off now. I say gradually, we're at 13%. but it must have been above that, it must have been 14. So yeah, down to 12, 11. And you know, after you've gone around that left-hander, you've got a sweeping right. And we'll go over the category, yeah, down to 8. So this is the time to really dig deep. Amazing views. You got the valley below, rugged mountains. There's no shelter, it can be quite windy. We had a little bit of headwind today. It's just a beautiful climb, lots of great panoramics, and as I say, a real test over 13 kilometres. It's not a constant pitch, so be warned and beware, but most of all enjoy.